You have litter all over the state, and I've met with a lot of folks from Palmetto Pride to other litter officers and all that throughout the state. It is a problem all throughout the state. Just travel the roads. It takes a lot of folks to get out there and help pick it up. We need volunteers, we need enforcement, SCDOT, the counties, municipalities, everybody's got to chip in. We can't just sit there and, yeah, I know you didn't throw it out, but you need to try to help us get it up. Well, the cleaner we look, the better we are. It helps with economic development, and when these big companies come in to look to see what we have, I mean, that's one of the first things they look at. If there's a litter issue, the schooling, the parks, rec, all that, those are things that they look at before they move into a county.
Now, there are basically two kinds of litter y'all deal with, right? Just people who throw stuff on the road, and then there's dumping. Let's just get dumping out of the way first. How big a problem is people dumping trash places?
We pretty much get calls every day that somebody's illegally dumped limbs, leaves, trash. A lot of times we turn out it's teenagers that we're supposed to haul off the trash from mom and dad, and gets on the side of the road somewhere, and they decided they need to go somewhere else. We get that a lot, but we have some more serious offenders out there. I mean, tires have become a real major thing that we're out trying to look for the ones that dumped it. We're all trying to look out for where they came from, but our detention center has 2 crews that go out, and even today they brought in probably 50-something tires that was from an illegal dump this past week. So they do a lot, and it may be about 2,000 tires in a year they pick up or more.
Now, what are the fines if somebody gets caught for dumping?
Fines can go up to $1,087.50. We look at the situation and all that and go with the fine off of that, and then we of course take them to master's court and all that for the fines to be done by the judge and what they agree on.
And then we were just talking, they still have to clean it up even though they get fined.
Most likely they will have to go back and clean it up. We do our best to get them to clean it up.
And so one of the things y'all's officers do though is they go through garbage. They have to go through and they find identifiable things. It's just a detective work kind of.
It is an investigation type thing. People don't think of it that way, but we do go through the trash. Whatever's dumped, we walk the little area right around to try to find something, and that's how we track down our cases.
And that's dangerous for your guys.
Absolutely. I mean, you still got to worry about pins, needles, knives, sharp objects, that kind of thing. A lot of diseases out there. Of course, we put on the proper PPE to try to get that done, but it's still dangerous.
Now, if somebody sees something that going on or sees it on, how do they report that?
If you see an illegal dumping or something on the side of the road like that, then we call the sheriff's number, which is basically 260-4444. That is dispatch. They contact us. It's quicker if you can call it that way because they'll get right to us. They know who to contact, whose area it is, so we can try to hurry up and get somebody out there.
What about just littering? You see somebody just throw a big pile of garbage out their window. How do you report that?
Same way. Call the 260-4444 number, and we'll try to get somebody out there, try to get a description of the car, a tag number, and possibly a description of the person that did it. That helps us to go out and try to find these folks.
And those fines are the same?
Yes. All fines for littering can go up to $1,087.50. The one thing is, if you dump several piles or something in one place, then you might get several tickets for that at the maximum, because each one is counted separate.
Now, how is that fine set? Is that a state thing, or
It's set through the state.
is that high enough, you think?
Well, it's set through the state and the county. So,
Right.
it depends on the circumstances. People today think cigarette butts aren't littering. Generally the fine's $100, but it could go up to $1,087.50. Cigarette butts are just as trashy as throwing out a cup. If you go to the intersections, look on the side of the road and see how many cigarette butts have piled up, because rain has washed the ones that were in the middle all to the side. So just right up the road here, I bet I counted probably 800 cigarette butts at one place. And it starts showing after a little bit of time. The cigarettes don't just burn up and done. I mean, the filters stay there. They get put out when they hit the ground sometimes. But the other thing is, you still got to worry about the fire hazard that they cause, because you don't know if the car in front of you might be leaking some fuel. if it blows over to the side and it's still lit, it might go into a pile of leaves or something like that, or the grass when we have dry seasons.
If I see somebody dumping somewhere, I can report it anonymously, right?
Absolutely. You still call that 260-4444 number and just tell them you want to make it anonymous, and we keep it anonymous. We don't tell any, I mean, even when you give your name, we do not give the name of the person that reported. We honestly find trash bags on the side of the road. Go track the case down and find them, and it's like, well, I don't know how it come off my trailer or my truck, but a single bag will come out of a truck. I've seen it many times. A lot of people don't believe that, but it does happen.
Tell people about the convenience centers and how they're supposed to take, if they're taking stuff there, what they're supposed to do. Let's just start with that. There's a law that you have to cover your load, right?
Yes. Anderson County's got probably basically 12 regular centers that take about everything. We got other recycling centers themselves, but you need to cover your load before you come. Make sure it's covered and secured. That's very important, because I've seen people put 2 straps on, think it's secured, and something come out. So make sure you got it secured, because we want that on the side of the road. But when you come to our convenience centers, I mean, the county's providing that service for you. You pay a solid waste fee for that, and you come in, you're dumping for what that solid waste fee one time a year. And you know, we take regular household garbage. You may have to separate some things like the furniture and the metal and all that. You have to separate it because it goes to different places, but we do provide that service. Electronics, we do recycle electronics, and then we take aluminum cans, steel cans, cardboard, all 3 glasses, green, clear, and brown. We're one of the few in the state that still do that. We have a company that we are able to work with right now because we have a clean product, and we appreciate what our residents do in bringing it in, trying to keep it sorted. As long as we keep it sorted, we can do it that way, and that saves on landfill tipping fees.
What can people not bring to convenience centers?
Hazardous materials, we don't take. We have one convenience center that takes leaves and limbs, and that's the Slabtown site on Pickens Road. We do take leaves and limbs down at Star Landfill, but the other sites do not take leaves and limbs. We truthfully would prefer everybody to have everything in a garbage bag, due to the fact that it's quicker to get it dumped and stuff not flying all over the ground at the site to get cleaned up, which causes extra work for the resident as well as the folks that are working there. And we also need to be courteous that there's other people coming behind you that are doing the same thing you are, and the quicker you get done, the quicker they can get in, and make it a speedier process.
And you have people at every convenience center to help people if they have questions once they get there with their stuff.
We do. The smaller sites have and we call them ambassadors that help out, and we'll show you where to take everything. A couple of the larger sites have a couple of them working there because of the volume and the traffic that come into the sites. And most of the sites are open from 8 to 6. We have one that's open from 8 to 7 up at Slabtown. It's a little bit different there, but generally in our King David Center is open from 7 to 7. So that's the busiest site in Anderson County. We do about total volume on trash itself that goes to the landfill about 67 to 68,000 tons a year. And that's just on the trash. Basically, we need everybody's help in picking up litter. We have functions that we have. If you want to get involved, we have adopt spot programs. Of course, the state has the adopt a highway program. We can get you in touch with either one. If you want to adopt a road, which we really would like, we will furnish you with the trash bags, the grabbers, the gloves, all that to do that with. And all you got to do is pick it up, set it on the side of the road, call us, and we'll have it picked up. Keep a little bag or something in your vehicle, and as soon as you get home, dump it. Don't dump it on the side of the road, because, like I said, it's people that I think have lost respect. They lose respect for other residents in this county, their property. And I think you lose respect for yourself when you sit there and just throw something out the window. It makes the whole county look bad. We need to take care of our county. We need to take care of our environment. It's not fair to the animals. There's wild game out there that don't need to be messing with that kind of stuff. It can actually kill them. So we need to take care of everybody. And we want to look good, like I say, for economic development. And we just need to make that strong push to show respect for everyone. Basically, Anderson County strives to try to fight the litter situation that we have. We have 3 environmental enforcement officers out there. The county has 2 detention center crews that are going out there to pick up every day. So we have a Keep Anderson County Beautiful representative that goes out to the schools and educates folks, and also tries to recruit, adopt spots, and try to work with groups, churches. It doesn't matter. We'll work with anybody. If they want to pick up litter, you can call us at 260-1001, and we will get you in touch with who you need to be speaking with, and we will make sure you get the cleanup supplies you need for something. We'll be glad to come out and talk to groups, just like we do in the schools. And we have no problem with that, because education is a big process in that, as well as enforcement, and as well as a team of people trying to get out there to get it done. We do, like I say, we have cleanup opportunities all the time. There's groups that, maybe in Powdersville, Homeland Park, or somewhere like that. They call us, we go to help with that. And of course the Great Anderson County Cleanup, which is April 13th. So that's our biggest one of the year, and that's when we strive to get everybody we can. It's right at springtime when everybody's looking at cleaning things up, so that's why we push hard to get it done then.
And all those little efforts, every little bit helps, right?
Every little bit helps. I mean, if you thought about it, out of 100 and something thousand people that live here in Anderson County, if everybody picked up one bag, what would it mean? It would mean a tremendous amount of cleanliness, because, I mean, basically right now, last year we picked up, between volunteers and detention center, it was 15,090 something bags. That was just some volunteers and all that. Now, if you're talking 100 something thousand bags, think of what the roads would look like.